Hello friends, today we are going to study SOQL and SOSL. So this is a really very important topics in Apex. So let's continue. So deciding which to use, like when to use SOQL and which one when to use SOSL. And SOQL, they say query is the equivalent of select structure query language statement and search the org database. SOSL means is a programmatic way of performing a text-based search against the search index. Whether you use SOQL or SOSL depends on whether you know which object or field you want to search plus other consideration. SOQL when you know objects, you know the object and you know where the data is and data resides in and you want to. So retrieve data from a single object or from multiple objects that are related to one another, like they have relationship lookup or master. Count the number of records that meet specified criteria. And the next sort result as part of the query and retrieve data from number, date, checkbox field. So these are the conditions to perform SOQL. Now when to use SOSL, when you don't know which object or field the data resides in and you want to retrieve data for a specified term that you know exists within a field. You know something, but you know where it is, so you can search by SOSL. Salesforce Object Search Language. Retrieve multiple objects and fields efficiently where the object might or might not be related to one another. You might search one word or text, so it can appear in different objects, so you need to know. Sometimes unrelated objects, they also have same word or text. Retrieve data for a particular division in an organization using division feature. So let's go to our practical part, developer console. We have two ways on our org to search Salesforce Object Query Language. The first practice is the basic one, is that we can have two ways to search. If you form a list on like all the SOQL, they return to a list. So for that you form a list and then you write the SOQL in square bracket and then system debug. You can, if you are working on class or you are working in an anonymous window, then you can work here. Otherwise, for just practical part, today we are going to see in these tabs you can see query editor. So for this we have some ready examples I have already prepared just to save our time. The first example is that our syntax, it's good to use this way, when you are writing here. If you are writing here, the best practice is to write like this. Syntax select is the keyword, must be there, select for query, and then from. These two words are obligatory. The other things, they depends on what you want. So where is condition, order is to put them order and limit how many results you want in your query, and then offset is you want to jump some lines. So the first one is select ID, name, billing city or any other field. You can write here select name, surname, full name, whatever field you have in your object, and then object as objects. So select from where account. What? These ones. Okay, this is a simple, no condition. Go Control C and then wait. Select ID, name, billing city from account. Let's see. The first one is ID, second name and billing city. ID, name, billing city. Okay. So some they are now, some are having billing cities. So this is the first one. Select is the must word with from, and then these are, if you want to erase, then you can maybe erase. You don't want to see billing city, then erase this comma as well, and then as many you want, any field you want, then you can put here and that. The second method is where. If you want to put a condition, Control C. If you want to put a condition, select ID from contact where name like. Be just careful with this. With this, like my name which starts with A. If I put this, percentage at the end, then beginning starts with A. Let's continue what we will see. As you can see here, select ID. I don't have names here. So if you write a comma here and then name, then we will see what will happen. Name. And you can see all names, they start with A. If you start to put this one front, and then you will see which name they, I will just tell you that if I do like this, all the names which they have A. All these names they have A. I have 37 names, contacts, they have A. If I do like this, then what will happen? Names which ends with A, 3 of them. Okay, let's continue. Order by. Order means is just to put them according ascending order, descending order, just to be quick. Just be careful. The select must start from 0 character. So there shouldn't be any gap, otherwise it will give mistake. So don't put any space here. Select name from account, order by name, but descending order, and null first. As you can see, this is descending. If you write ascending order, ASC, then it is ascending and order. It is ascending order. And null first and null last. It is, in our names, as you can see, we have no any nulls, so it is there. I think it's just understood. I have understood. The another method is limit. This is also very handy, very important. Just close space. Select name from account where industry equals to media, and limit is 125. I already have, let's say, 44. If you write 44, it's fine. I have, as you know, my 3 names, they have media, but I don't see media here because I didn't put media. But even if I don't put media here, then my program, it automatically catches. So if you write the media here, I mean industry, let's put industry here, comma, industry. As you see, these 3, they have media. The other ones, they don't have media. Okay. The next one, order by with limit. if you are writing with order, as you can see, you order them, order by billing postal code. Let's copy this and paste here. As you can select name from account where industry equals to media. It is already 3, right? By media order by billing postal code, ASC, like ascending order, nulls first and limit 120. This is not possible. My total is, but if you write more than my number, it takes all of them if it's possible. As we can see, 3 of them, they have, media, and this 3 already I shown you, and their order, the billing postal code, ascending order. We can see billing postal code. Is it going to be here? Let's see. Billing city, comma. It is null. So as null last limit, and we already only have 3 result, billing city or billing postal code. And next one, select count from contact. Let's see, now I will just show you one thing then. Select count from contacts. Select how many contacts are here. 40. You can write ID. All contacts, they have ID. Then again will be, now we have 1 rows, but contact ID are 40. You can write name and other things. So select count. Count means it's like aggregate function. It counts how many contacts are there. Group by. This is very handy, as you all know. Group means is just dividing 2 groups. Look at this. Select lead source. Lead source, they have a multiple pick list. So if you want to, the name of what they count, and how many. These are the name of the lead source. So select lead source, it's a pick list. If you are grouping, so it must be pick list. So count them, and then from lead, group by lead source. Okay. This is, if you want to group them by, there are 4 via web, 7, 4 via phone inquiry, 4 partner referee, and purchase list, 7 of them. So these are really handy. If you want to group them, then according to your wish, you can do by group by, and then pick list name. Having, this is also very handy. Select name, count ID from account group by, having count greater than 1. Forget. We have only one, name which has, count, like there are, if I make it greater than 1, if I make it greater than equal 1, then let's see, all these my accounts, they have, they are only one of them test triggered has, like this is 2 times mentioned, or we have 2 test triggers. So if you want to have having function, it helps to know how many. If you have repetition of the same one, then you can find out equals to or greater than 1. Offset. Oh, this is also really very handy. I would like to something different to mention, but this is I will not execute it because we might not have. Let's see if we have it. We don't have. So for a merchandise select name, if I select, for example, student, select name ID from merchandise order by name offset 100. If I go to my org and then find from where this one, from student, if I go to my object and then object manager, student, I want to show you one thing here which is really important. If you want to inquire something from an custom object, then you write the name of IP name of the object. Now execute this one. ID, how many students order, offset, it is not possible, offset 1. Let's say offset 1 because I have one student. I have 2 students. Offset means, my friends, is to jump. If you look at here, student, more, where is students? Yeah, as you can see, I have 2 students record here. So for this reason, offset means to jump 1. If I write here like 10, jump first 10 records and then do calculate or find. So if you don't write order by name, if I erase this one, let's see what happens. I have 2 of them by name, order by name. So offset help us to jump the records. And then in this case, if I write 1, it will jump the first one and then will continue from second. And limit is also to write limit. First you need to have write limit and then offset. I think we didn't mention, yeah. If you don't write offset, select name ID from students and then student object IP name order by name. And if you write limit 2, it will take only 2. If you write limit 1, how many you will take? 1, 2, as you wish. If you write 10, it will take all 10s. So if you want to take account, for example, select ID name from billing account, billing city, just to show you limit. Billing city is less. Okay, if you write 10, then you will take limit as you can see, only limit 10, but I normally have 34 accounts there. So limit help us to how many to take. There are very important 2 of them left. Relationship inquiries, child to parent. This is really handy. Select contact first name, and if we are getting information from like from inquiry from child to parent, what we write? We write first the name of child contact and then first name, and contact account name from contact. This is from contact we are taking, and only select from contact. Let's see what happens. As you can see, first name and account name. So account name is associated with, each account name. They have, some of them they don't have null account, but some contact they have their account. So there are some contacts without account. So in this case, if it is from child to parent, child to parent, then what you need to do is to write the name of child dot and field name, and child name and field name. The other example, as you can see, it is again, if you want to write the ID name and account name, this is from child object. This is from contact, where account industry. Industry, it is in account. So you write the name of parent dot account. Okay, and this one also account name. This is from account's name. This name and ID from contact, but account name from account. So, and from parent to child. If it is from parent to child, then what you need to do, select name. This is from parent. And if it's from parent to child, then you open a parenthesis and then write another inquiry. Select last name from contacts. I would like to emphasize this part, which is really very important. This contact is the relationship name between account and child. Let's go what relationship they have. This is student, sorry. Let's go object manager and then account. Go to our field. Look at account relationships. Contact, account name, created, found. Just go to account website. We need to go to contact. And then see. As you can see, account name ID has lookup relationship. So if it's that, then as you can see, contacts, account name, field name. So contacts and account they have. So if it's from parent to child, then what you need to do is when you write query in second inner query parent to child, then this one must be the name of relationship. Okay, from parent to child. This is the first one is parent, select name, then copy and paste it and see. As you can see, select name. These are my account, and then these ones are last name of the contacts. related to this account. So this is important. Just be careful when you are querying something in org, or typing here, and from parent to child, parents one, then you need to write an inner inquiry, which is select last name from contacts, relationship name, and from account. Like another inner query, you need to write in parent to child. That's all for today. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, and I hope you have learned something new today.